Alright guys, it's BLM here, and we are back with another episode of Back to the Future, episode 4, Double Visions? Right? Something like that. Let's go. What should we pick?
That's what we're here for. We've got to get young you to see Frankenstein.
Right, of course. The film that was supposed to set off a chain reaction in my imagination, inspiring with a notion that would launch my scientific career.
You've still got no memory of what that notion was?
Well, how could I? It happened in the brain of a different Emmett Brown. An Emmett Brown now erased by the shifting sands of time. Luckily for us, I do know something about my own brain, having lived in it for the past 70+ years. Once we get my younger self inspired by that movie, nothing will distract him from his proper... Great Scott, will you look at that?
The town square?
It's just like I remember it, only dirtier. Oh, the old courthouse.
Come on now, Doc, you need to... Go inside and check it out. First rule of time travel, Doc, never allow your other self to catch sight of you. It could cause reality to collapse or something.
You mean?
Right behind you. Don't peek. Go on. I'll let you know when you're gone. And don't forget, you're Carl Sagan.
The billions and billions guy?
The suspected arsonist.
Huh?
Just go with it.
Yeah, because that's a good idea, to pretend you're an arsonist here. Okay. Well, let's just go over there then. Okay.
Michael, you do show up at the oddest moments. Where have you been hiding?
Oh, you know, here and there, you're a little hard to pin down yourself. I went looking for you last night, but...
I believe I was off entertaining a beautiful lady. You know, I never really got a chance to thank you.
Well, I'm sure you would have escaped Kid on your own.
Kid? Oh, sure, I'm grateful for that, but no, I'm talking about Edna. It's funny to think of now, but until that crisis, I actually thought Edna and I disliked one another. Imagine!
Imagine. Girls aren't everything. Forget Edna.
Yeah, well, girls are great and all, but don't get carried away. The thing is, you shouldn't let Edna distract you from, you know, the business at hand. Finishing your project for the expo and going to see Frankenstein.
Oh, pshaw. I'm far too busy for movies these days.
But,
And as for my project, it's practically done.
the rocket car?
The rocket car? Boy, are you out of date. I've junked the rocket car.
But...
More trouble than it's worth. I'll never figure out a propulsion system that does what I want it to do. And besides, its social utility is practically non-existent.
Okay.
Oh no, you were really onto something with the rocket car. You've just gotta...
The mental alignment meter is a much more worthy project.
The what?
It was Edna's idea, and she's really been cracking the whip to get me to complete it in time for the expo.
Emmett, I'm a little confused here.
Yeah.
What day is it?
Why, it's opening day. The opening day of the expo. Which reminds me, I'd better skedaddle back to the lab. If Edna catches me dawdling, there'll be heck to pay. Catch you around, Corleone.
October 12th? Doc?
So we didn't go far back enough? So what's happening here? Okay, whatever. Let's go back. Oh, fuck off. This is taking so long.
Come to think of it, it is a bit brisk for August.
Oh, we're 2 months late. The expo's about to start and teenage you is already in over his head with Edna.
I always did have a tendency to plunge into things.
Let's plunge into the DeLorean and get to the right date.
No, it's far too risky. Remember how I was late picking you up in '86?
Yeah?
That should have been a tip-off. Something is horribly wrong with the time circuits, and the problem appears to be getting worse. If we try to jump now, we could find ourselves stranded in the Cenozoic age. Or worse, the Mesozoic.
Then we're stuck?
For the time being, I'll look into the problem and see what I can do.
Oh, how
Meantime,
convenient for the
we
plot
can
right here.
On the other problem.
Right. I'll go to the lab and see if I can talk teenage you out of...
Impossible. If young me is already as infatuated as you say, you're not going to be able to talk him out of anything. Believe me, I remember. Better to focus on the more clear-headed half of the couple.
Edna? Where can I find her?
Where do you think? I'll drive. The DeLorean should still function adequately as a means of conveyance in the first 3 dimensions.
Okay.
You were right. There she is.
My soon-to-be ex-future wife is nothing if not predictable.
Do I really have to talk to her? I mean, couldn't I just hang out until you fix the time circuits and...
Oh,
I'll talk to her. You better get the DeLorean out of sight before someone...
Hey, you! Quit blocking the drive! All Car of the Future contestants need to report to the North Tent.
why not? Good luck!
Okay, so what are we doing? Are we going to go see Edna? Is that what we're doing here? Oh, okay, well that fucked up. Oh, okay. Actually, what are we doing? Who's this? Oh, that is
Spell it.
Edna. Okay.
B-R-O-W-N. It's not exactly an obscure name.
I still don't see it on the list. I'm sorry.
Oh, for the love... Let me try this one more time. This is the Hill Valley Science Expo, right?
First annual.
Indeed. The purpose of our fair is to showcase cutting-edge technology.
That's right, and to burnish Hill Valley's reputation as a forward-thinking community.
And yet, you want to exclude the maker of the most revolutionary breakthrough of all.
It's not that I want to, but... oh, dear.
Mr. Corleone! You do pop up at the oddest times. What are you doing here?
Breaking up you,
I need to...
Whatever it is, I hope you don't have to deal with Mr. Stonewall here. His sole function seems to be preventing people from accomplishing their business. Honestly, with him keeping the books, it's a wonder the Tannen gang got as far as they did. Have you seen Emmett?
Yeah.
Just now, in the town square.
Oh, then you've heard all about his big breakthrough, the mental alignment meter. Isn't it exciting?
No,
And to
it's
think
pretty shit.
He didn't even realize the import of his discovery until I pointed it out to him. I've never known anyone like him. So oblivious to his own potential.
I kind of wanted to talk to you about Emmett and his potential.
Funny, I didn't spot it myself at first. In fact, for the longest time, I thought I didn't even like him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't get it. I mean, Emmett's nice and all, but he's not exactly the kind of guy that has girls swarming all over him.
Well, I'm not your average girl.
Yeah, but...
I appreciate your concerns, Mr. Corleone, but I can take care of myself. I know what I'm looking for in a man, and it so happens Emmett fits the bill to a T. That's Emmett Brown. Rhymes with clown, which I'm beginning to think you are.
Just a simple mix-up, I'm sure.
I've no doubt of that.
Okay. Huh. What are we supposed to be doing? Well, we did that, didn't we?
You said that Emmett fits your bill of requirements for a man.
Yes?
What would that list be exactly?
You'd make a good reporter, Mr. Corleone, you know that? Well, his physical appearance for one thing. Emmett may not be Clark Gable, but he cleans up surprisingly well. I gave him my grandfather's white suit to wear at the expo. Oh, you should see him in it. He looks positively radiant.
Looks good in the
Sure.
suit. Got it.
And he's completely devoted to me. That's important. I've got no time or tolerance for playboys.
Faithful as a Labrador. Check.
Thirdly, and most important,
Yes?
well, his mind, of course. It's brilliant, and it's virtuous through and through. His own mind map shows him to be a model citizen.
Good brain, I see. And if it turned out that you were mistaken about any of these qualities...
Say, what's your game?
Just curious, just trying to understand the female mind.
Well, understand this. I'm not some faint-hearted girl who'd run away at the first hint of trouble. I've made a big investment in Emmett. Not money, but I've sunk all my ambitions into him. I'd have to be thoroughly disillusioned before I'd call it quits with Emmett. Got it?
Uh-huh.
Now, Mr.
So
Cub
dumb.
Reporter, is there anything else?
Rather hard for me to picture Emmett as a chick magnet.
Chick magnet?
A guy who gets the girls, motors running.
Motors?
Who makes them, you know.
You mean a chic?
Yeah.
Well, it's a matter of taste, I suppose, but when he's properly pomaded and decked out in my grandfather's white suit, Emmett just glows. Makes my heart flutter a bit just to picture him.
Okay.
You say you know Emmett is a model citizen, but you don't know him as well as I do. Did you know he once cheated some Libyans out of plutonium?
Plutonium? What would Libyans want with plutonium? I'm sure he had a very good reason. Emmett's mind map demonstrates conclusively his brain is oriented toward virtue.
Okay.
This
Stole a
one
train.
time, to power one of his science experiments, Emmett hijacked a train.
Please, there hasn't been a train hijacking in Hill Valley since the days of Mad Dog Tannen.
My
Emmett's
vice
done a
principal
lot of
hates
shady
him.
things in his time. My vice principal warned me to stay away from him.
Your vice principal sounds like a dolt.
Okay, I think that's about
all
it.
the questions I got.
Very well then.
Hey, Artie. You seen my Oriole?
You mean this?
Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
She gets to come and go freely, and I'm forced to wait. I love it.
Okay, so, sorry, moving around. What are we supposed to be doing here then? Edna believes that Emmett doesn't look at other women. Okay, so we got him talk to Trixie. Alright. Cool, where is she? Where the fuck she go? Where did she go? Fuck. Who's in there? Is that oh that's yeah. Where did Trixie go? Oh, there she is. Yeah, why is she here though?
To all who approach these hallowed halls, I bid thee welcome. To all who approach these hallowed halls,
You can kind
I
of
bid
tell it's
thee
Clementine, but not really.
welcome. To all who... Oh, hiya, kid. Say, aren't you the fellow who...
Got you to turn on Kid Tannen? You bet.
You look younger without your mustache. That was a dirty trick, you know, making me think Kid had gone and iced Artie.
I'm sorry, but it was the only way I could...
Forget about it. I'm trying to. Yesterday's in the past. That's my motto. You gotta live for today.
Right.
So what are you doing down here anyway? Do you wish to pull the levers that control the future? At the expo, silly. Technology for a better tomorrow and all that.
Oh, yeah, that's actually why I'm here.
Okay, so oh yeah.
Listen, I've got a proposal for you. I have this friend, right?
No dice. I'm only seeing Artie now.
It's not like that. See, my friend's in a relationship with Edna Strickland.
Oh, poor schmuck. I wouldn't wish her on anyone.
Then you see where I'm coming from.
Really,
You
I
won't
don't
listen
feel
to
like she's
reason,
that
but
bad
I
until
thought
she
she
gets
might
old.
call it off if she
Like here in the
thought he
past,
and
like
you
she
were,
seems like a
you know.
decent person.
You are an evil imp.
I mean, she
ain't
seems
ya?
like she loves
Sometimes you
Emmett.
guys
She
gotta
seems
resort to
like I mean,
underhanded
yes,
tricks.
she's doing
What do
it
you
because
say?
she can control him. But
Sorry.
still, it's like
Ah,
I don't know.
Edna
She
might
still
be a pill,
likes
but
him.
if I play dirty tricks on every dame who disapproves of me, well, I'd play a lot of dirty tricks. Besides, such stunts are beneath the dignity of Techne, Muse of Progress.
Okay.
Look, my friend Emmett really needs help.
The one who's going out with Edna Strickland? You're darn right he needs help.
I'm not asking you to actually seduce him. Just
she's like
make her
decently
think you two have
attractive.
a
Like, I don't see anything
It'll
wrong
drive
with
her
Edna at
crazy.
this point.
I guess
I mean,
if
yeah, like
you-
when she gets old and wants to like
I wouldn't do
brainwash
that to
everyone,
another
then yeah,
girl
that's
unless I was
fucked up.
good
That's
and
like
bad at
here, like she's
it.
fine.
Besides, it might tarnish my
A
image
bit
as a
crazy
muse.
in the sense that she's doing the stupid soup stuff and all that, whatever, doing all the charity stuff. But whatever. What are we doing?
See you,
Alright,
Trixie.
I don't even know.
From this chamber of wonders, we bid you a fond adieu.
Okay. Okay. So we went back and forth.
Ahem.
Back again, Mr. Corleone? What can I help you with?
I was thinking.
I'm at the chick magnet. No.
I found out about Trixie Trotter.
Yes?
Apparently they made her some sort of queen of the festival. Techne, the muse of progress.
They didn't. Well, they said this expo would give Hill Valley a reputation. I didn't realize this is what they meant.
What have you got against Trixie?
It's the idea of it. Allowing our city to be represented by a woman like that. I won't stand for it. As a socially conscious citizen, I demand you discharge that muse.
Trixie? What's wrong with her?
Oh, she's hardly qualified for an honorific post at a public event.
Look, lady, she fits the costume. She's an American citizen, and she managed to memorize all her lines. What more qualifications do you want?
Oh, these people are impossible.
Okay. So.
Why do you want to get Trixie fired?
One simply can't allow women like that to attain positions of respect in society. It creates a very bad precedent for the future.
Isn't that what you're
But
trying
try
to do,
telling
though?
it to this poor sap. She's got him completely steamrolled. That's how they operate.
Is it?
Still, I could get her discharged if I had the goods on her. No doubt a woman like that has left a trail of scandal, and I'd find it if I were still a reporter. But I haven't got time to do the legwork now. I'm too busy with Emmett and his invention.
Okay.
So you wouldn't hesitate to get Trixie fired from her job?
If I had the goods on her. She's obviously got her employer completely bamboozled. The only way to snap him out of his spell would be to show him something really shocking.
Okay.
What the heck
Oh
is this
fuck!
mental
No, I
alignment
pushed the wrong
meter of
thing.
Emmett's?
Chat. I meant circle.
It's an absolutely revolutionary invention. Measures a person's affinities, what he's attracted to, what he's repulsed by, that sort of thing.
Interesting. And it really works?
Well, of course. What's the point of inventing something that doesn't work? Or anyway, it works well enough for my purposes.
Okay.
That's all the questions I got.
Very well then. How about you? Have you got any questions for me?
No.
Then kindly let me pass.
I am afraid I can't until I've located your registration form.
Oh, this is absurd!
Okay. Okay, so we have to go to that guy over there. This guy that we saw in the background. Yeah, the guy at the car there. Alright.
Hey, pal.
Oh, geez, this guy again.
Funny, I was gonna say the same thing.
Mm,
Will you be playing piano for Trixie later?
Nah,
Why not?
'cause little Miss Goody Two-Shoes thinks she's too respectable for cue ball these days.
okay.
You seem kinda angry about Trixie.
Angry. Listen, kid, me and Trixie go way back. I know stuff about her that even Kid doesn't know. Stuff that curl your socks.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And now to see her flouncing around the place, making like her stink don't smell, it just, well, it just cheeses me off, you know?
So what's so, toe-curling about Trixie's past?
Yeah, like I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, come
Actually,
on.
I'm being kind of a dick
No.
though. Like we're trying to
Tell you
get her
what, I'll tell
fired
you
so that
something
she's mad at
embarrassing about
Edna,
me first.
so that we can get
What?
what is it? So we can get Trixie to break up Edna and Emmett. Like this is like pretty fucking convoluted. Wait, what? What are we doing?
My mom
I don't even know what the
saw
fuck
me in
we're
my
doing.
underwear
That
what
ain't
the fuck
so
is this?
bad.
last year.
Okay, that's pretty bad. All right, Junior, you win.
There's
that
worse.
was pretty
At least you
embarrassing.
had underwear on.
Almost as embarrassing as this.
Is
What
that
is that?
Trixie?
Yep.
She's not wearing much.
No kidding. She did a lot of these artistic postcards a few years ago. I got a whole set of them.
Can I have one?
I don't know. You ain't gonna do nothing bad with it, are you?
Hey, I promise. I'll only use it for the greater good.
Well,
Sure.
okay.
So, what do we do? Show Edna the picture?
Hang loose, pal.
Hang
Talk
loose.
funny, mister.
Okay. Or do we show the boss? That's the boss, right?
I'm not giving him this postcard of Trixie.
No, so I guess we gotta show Edna.
You might want to take a look at this.
So
Why in
Edna
the
then
world would
goes
I
to the
be
guy or something.
interested in... Oh, what have we here? Oh, sir, Mr. McFly. It appears your muse has been inspiring more than progress.
Trixie? Oh, no, no, no. What are you doing with a dirty postcard?
What is she doing in a dirty postcard? I swear, Mr. McFly, if that doesn't convince you that Trixie Trotter is unfit to represent Hill
I
Valley...
don't need
like whatever.
you to lecture me about who I can or can't hire, Miss Strickland. Trixie's darn good at what she does. I don't care if she was once the winsome wench of Winnipeg. Her past doesn't matter to...
Really? I mean, would you really
Trixie?
care? Like if it was like if
What
it was
is
my
it,
girlfriend, like
Ollie?
she did a
You
nude
know
photo
I
shoot
don't
before
like
like we got
to
together. Like
cry.
I wouldn't care.
What
Like
state
fine.
did you grow
Even
up
if we
in?
were together, it's like
Manitoba.
fine, whatever.
Why?
Not even an American.
See, darling, the charter
Oh, that's the thing
specifically
here that
states
they're
the
upset about now?
Expo's hostess must be a U.S. citizen, so if you're really a Canadian,
I'm being fired? You're firing me?
I don't want to.
Here.
Wait, so he didn't even know his girlfriend was
I'm
from
glad
Canada?
somebody's
Like
listening
that
to
never
reason.
came up ever? Because what, that means that they've been together for at least 2 months, right?
Let's talk.
Like they never once talked about where they're from? This is so fucking dumb, but whatever. Okay.
Trixie?
I'll do it. I'll make that blue-nosed Betty eat her heart out.
That's great. I got it all planned out. When Emmett shows
But
up...
we gotta do it my way.
Huh?
I'm no good with improvising, and I ain't gonna memorize no lines. But I was in this play once. The Parlor Maid's Predicament. I figure I could lift a scene from that.
Okay.
Only
Sure.
I need a few props.
Oh, fuck off.
Some furs, a big diamond. It doesn't have to be real, understand?
That makes it easier.
And something from this friend of yours, Emmett. Has he got a photo album?
I don't know. Probably.
Better bring it to me.
Furs, a diamond, and Emmett's photo album.
Fuck
and then-
off.
Sit back and watch the fur fly.
Okay, where do we find this stuff then? Okay, let's go to the DeLorean. Okay.
Ah, good. You're back. Give me the full report.
She says she likes you because you've got a virtuous mind, you look good in a suit, and you're completely faithful to her.
Damn, she's got me dead to rights. Well, you'll just have to find a way to change her mind. I'll be here if you need any help. Do you need any help?
Do we say I've got a plan?
Good news.
Okay.
I think Trixie's gonna go along with my scheme.
Pursue whatever strategies you like, but please don't tell me the details.
Okay.
I think I'm starting to get a plan.
Good. Tell me. No, don't. After all, it's my history we're talking about. If I learn how you're planning on altering it, my resolve may weaken.
Well, how do we go? I need to get into DeLorean. Actually, I just realized, how come the, wasn't there a setting that turned on the, not pop-up text, really? I thought there was a thing that said, like, yeah, there it is. Yeah, how come, we need to turn this on. Okay, so that we know what we're selecting. Okay, DeLorean, there we
What's
go.
wrong with the time circuits?
Not sure. Possibly. It seems to me to be a simple wiring issue, but I'm double checking to make sure. All the basic equipment appears to be functional.
Any chance I could borrow the DeLorean? I want to drop in on young you at the lab.
Well, I don't know. The time circuits...
Listen, I promise I won't take it to 88.
Even so, I'm worried about letting it out of my sight while it's still behaving unpredictably. Tell you what, I'll take it on a test drive 1 minute into the past. If it passes the test, I'll let you borrow it.
It's pretty dumb.
Hey, it worked. Didn't it?
I'm afraid not. In fact, the discrepancy appears to be getting worse. I arrived 6 hours ago.
Oh, too bad.
I didn't want to risk undoing any of the work you've done thus far, so I kept out of sight. But the time lag wasn't entirely a waste. I stopped by the hardware store and bought the part for a chronometric analyzer.
A what?
A diagnostic device. See, I plug it into the time circuits and set them to cycle. When the green light goes off, I should have the data I'll need to understand the scope of the problem.
Hey, no driving the exhibits off the lot!
Looks like you'll have to find another set of wheels if you want to get to the lab.
Okay, so, what, we take the DeLorean? I wasn't paying attention. Shit.
I'm having trouble finding another set of wheels. You sure I can't?
Not till I finish running these tests.
No.
Perhaps an electric commuter train.
This is 1931, remember?
Oh, right. Well, I'm sure you'll find something.
How do we fuck do we get out of here then? Let's go here, I guess. Okay, let's just look at the hints. I really couldn't be bothered. Skateboard. Oh, it's in one of the exhibits. Okay, Cars of the Future tent. Let's go there.
Come see the Cars of the Future. Brought to you by Statler DeSoto.
No, we can't go in. Oh, well, this is fucking annoying. Let's go to the
get to Emmett's,
street.
I need to find some wheels.
Okay, or not. How do we get there? Oh, Valley of the Past. We'll need that. Valley of the Future. Oh, here's one. Okay. Let's check what's here. Oh, fuck off! Keep on getting stuck in that stupid thing. Okay.
And after the rain, what else? An artificial rainbow, reassuring all the good people of Hill Valley.
Oh my god, we
that
keep
their
on getting
needs
stuck
are
on
taken
shit.
care
Okay,
of,
there we go.
And life is sweet.
Actually, couldn't we get his car? Why can't we just use his car?
No keys. I'll have to find my wheels somewhere else.
No? Huh. What is there to take? Alright, let's just read the thing, I guess. We need some new... Oh, yeah, I know that. There's a familiar set of wheels lurking out in front of the... Check out the Hill Valley of the Future exhibit. Take the overhead train from the tracks and use it as a skateboard. Okay. How do we do that?
Nice rock. But I can't reach it.
I take it we're gonna do this stuff later, but
Of course, our residents will want to venture forth into the fresh air occasionally. And what better excursion than a pleasure ride in this
Can we reach it
elevated
now?
super train of tomorrow?
no, we can't reach that. Why can't we reach the thing? Okay, fuck this. This is bullshit. Alright, oh, wait, it said train from the future. Fuck. There we go. Wait, why is it in the front again? Wasn't it in the back? What the fuck was that? Okay, there we go.
My future wouldn't be built so shoddily.
Hi, Miss Strickland. I was just...
Break what you like, Mr. Corleone. It's no skin off my nose. Just keep away from Emmett's booth. Speaking of whom, I'd better go see what's keeping him.
He needs space. You stay here. I'll check him.
I'll go check on him for you. I was just heading there anyway.
No, you weren't. The last thing he needs is another distraction at the 11th hour.
But...
Tut, tut. Not another word. I've got the rest of the day all mapped out.
Miss Strickland!
I'm sorry, I don't recognize you. Heavens, you shaved off your hair, but... Carl Sagan?
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
I'm not sure it would be seemly for me to be seen in the company of an alleged arsonist.
I think it may be in your best interest. You see...
Let's go somewhere where we can talk privately.
Go. I'll keep her occupied till you get back.
Okay. Well, we're going to end the episode here. Next episode, we will go ahead and continue on. But for now, thank you for watching.